Hello and welcome back, dear viewers, to my YouTube channel. We will continue checking the results of fifth round and pairings for sixth round of Chess Olympiad for the open and for the women's section. Let's go. India won 3-1 against Azerbaijan. Gukesh from the opening got huge advantage and later on managed to slowly invert. Arjun Arjun's game was interesting. Mamedov almost got equality, but somewhere went wrong, and slowly Arjun uh, won the game. Vidit also had all the chances to win because at some point the evaluation was -4 uh, for him, but because of being low on clock, he did not manage to see and find uh, all the strongest moves. We see that Ukraine lost against Hungary, uh, but I think more or less it was a good match for Hungary. Legendary Vasily Ivanchuk was slightly better out of the opening, and if he would find bishop h6 instead of a4, uh, maybe he could pose much more problems for Rapport. But he went after the knight. He allowed opponent to sacrifice the knight. Most likely he underestimated or did not see that Rapport can sacrifice the knight and get overwhelming activity. Yes, because of Rapport's huge effort, Hungary won 2.5, 1.5. Spain lost against China, again with the huge efforts of Vei. More or less all three other games ended in a draw quite quickly, and they had very long game. They crossed time control, so it was always slightly preferable for white, but not much. And slowly they managed to increase his advantage. Vietnam won against Poland. Before the match, I would consider Poland being um, the favorites of this match. Le Quang Liam couldn't really pose much problems against Duda. It was theoretical battle. They entered to uh, endgame where it was slightly preferable for white, and Le Quang decided to torture his opponent for a couple of hours, but Duda stood perfectly well and game ended in a draw. We see that Nguyen won with the black pieces. I should mention that previous round he also won with the black pieces against Udirbek Yakuboev. This round against Radoslav Wojtaszek. Yes. And Le Tuan Min won with the white pieces against Mateus Bartel. Yes, so far Vietnam impresses a lot. We see that Norway won 3-1 despite Magnus ended his game in a draw. Yes, Urkedal out of the opening got huge advantage, and also Ariarian more or less easily equalized the position, but it was uh, nothing more than equality. But slowly, Erdogmus maybe pushed too much, or slowly Aryan outplayed his young opponent, and Aryan won the game. We see that Iran almost crushed uh, Canada, 3.5 half. But before the match, it was obvious that it is going to be very tough match for Canada. But earlier also they faced Czech Republic, some other very strong teams, and they before this round, it means before fifth round, they only drew one match, and other three matches they won. So we see that the United States won against Argentina. Caruana won against Peralta. Position was around equal, and Peralta blundered, after which he just resigned. Uh, Leandro Crisa was fighting very well till the very end, and position always was around equal, but close to end, maybe because of time trouble, Wesley won the game. Surprisingly, Diego Flores won a very nice game against Denier Dominguez. It was definitely one of the surprises of the day, of the round. Diego played a very nice game. If you have time, please go and check it. Levon Aronian with the white pieces won against Sosa Thomas. At some point, Sosa had a decent position, but later on, slowly Levon outplayed his opponent. We see that Uzbekistan almost crushed 3.5 half against Moldova. Nodirbek Abdusatorov is unstoppable. Uh, I guess he only drew against Le Angliem, and other four games he won. So he's having 4.5 out of 5 on board one against very young and very strong Shitko Ivan. We see that Lashkin Yegor drew against Yakuboev Nodirbek. It was theoretical fight, and Nodirbek was well prepared. But later on, Lashkin didn't react well and got a very unpleasant position, but Nodirbek did not manage to find it. Despite losing against Vietnam, Sindarov managed to win very important game against Viktor Bologan. And here, dear friends, we see that Vokhidov is back with the huge respect to Vakhidov and captain of Uzbekistan team, ex-world chess champion, Mr. Vladimir Kramnik. He replaced Vakhidov with much higher rated Vakhidov. And I should mention that he was the first player when Nodirbek Abdusatorov had a complicated fight and Sindarov as well. Maybe it was slightly better for Sindarov. Already at that time, Vokhidov had completely winning position with the black pieces against Iordachescu. I think it is very obvious that Vokhidov should continue playing other games as well. Netherlands won against Cuba. Albornoz Cabrera drew against Anishgiri. Jordan Van Forest won. Very nice game. He showed another interesting opening idea. You can check the game. I like his idea of going G4, G5. Something similar Caruana had against Din Jingyao. And Erwin Lamy managed to win his game as well. Germany lost. Dennis Godrich is having very interesting and very good tournament so far. He lost against Aydin Suleimanli, but he was also much better, close to huge advantage. But he blundered. But yesterday he just had very good game against Vincent Keimer and Bundes team. Other members of Bundes team couldn't really win their games. We see that England won 2.5, 1.5. Adams against Sardana, Rishi and Jones against Zhao Zhong. France won 3-1. I can recommend Nico Georgiadis' game against Laurent Fressinet. Georgiadis was much better throughout the game. And we see that very, very luckily, Serbia managed to win against Brazil. Uh, at some point, Marcus Robert lost the game, but he had a decent position. And Fier Alexander, Alexei Sarana, it was complicated fight as well as Supi Redke. Uh, and also Di Berardino had much better position against Ivic, close to huge advantage. But somehow Ivic managed to hold that game. Sarana and Predke won their games, and Serbia won against Brazil. Armenia also had very tough match against Sweden, so all three games quite quickly ended in a draw, and Gabriel Sargsyan against Hilar Persson Tiger, they had very long fight. At some point, Engine was showing huge advantage for Hilar Persson, but slowly Gabriel Sargsyan managed to outplay his opponent. He sacrificed an exchange and also one pawn, just got domination on the board. We see that Romania won against Kazakhstan. Ansat Aldiar was very unlucky because he had slightly better position, and whenever he would like, he could just finish the game in a draw, but he pushed f4 and blundered rook a4, after which he slowly started getting some problems, and in the end, Mircea Gligras managed to convert his advantage. Did not check very closely Colombia Israel, but we see that Israel won 2.5, 1.5. Yes, I was following Iceland, Bulgaria. Despite on board one, Ivan Cheparino won against Stefansson, Vignir Vatnar, but on board two and board four, Kjartansson won with the black pieces against Naidish, and Tretarsson Helgi won against Petkov Momchil. So great job by Iceland. They won against Bulgaria. We see that Hungary B lost against Chile. We see that Philippines won against Slovenia. Sadora Julio won against Vladimir Fedosiev with the black pieces. Bosnia lost to Croatia 3-1. We see that Italy won 2.5, 1.5 against Paraguay. Despite winning with the white pieces against Pedro Leco and Anish Giri, Lodici Lorenzo with the black pieces lost against Delgado Ramirez. So I will not take much of your time, so the rest uh, I will put the link in in the description. You can check yourself if you are interested. Let's see the pairings for sixth round. Team pairings. So China, Vietnam, and Hungary, India. Yes, these teams has 100% of points. Then we see that Norway and Iran facing each other. Magnus probably will face Paramasudlu. And then we see US, Romania, Israel, Uzbekistan, Netherlands, Croatia, Italy, England, Poland, Austria, Azerbaijan, Lithuania, Georgia, Spain, Iceland, France, Ukraine, Montenegro, uh, Chile, Serbia, Philippines, Armenia. It is going to be very interesting. You see that many teams are having uh, 8 points out of 10, and interesting matches are waiting us. So let's move to the women's section. Let's see the results. We see that India won 2.5, 1.5 against Kazakhstan. We see that Hungary won against Estonia 4-0. They crushed. Armenia won against China. This is big day, big result for Armenian women's team. As a spectator, as a follower, and also member of earlier I played for the national team of Armenia. For the men's, I don't remember when last time Armenian women's team managed to win against China. So Anna Sargsyan had a very good game as well as Lilith Mukerchan. They even could win uh, 3-1 if Mariam Makarchan would not push too much. She had a decent position and she could force a draw, but she felt she can play for something more, and then missed some options for opponent. We see that the US lost against Mongolia. Another big result, another big surprise by Mongolia, despite being rating favorites. US lost. We see that Georgia won against Uzbekistan. Once again, this shows how strong Uzbekistan women's team are. Poland won against Turkey. Azerbaijan, Ukraine draw. Germany, Sweden, Germany almost crushed. Norway, Spain, Spain won 2.5, 1.5. Bulgaria won against Latvia 2.5, 1.5. France won against Iran 3-1. Peru won against England 2.5, 1.5. Netherlands, Croatia, Netherlands won 2.5, 1.5. And Serbia, Czech Republic, we see that Serbia, apologize, almost crushed 3.5, half. So let's move to see the pairings for sixth round. And India is playing Armenia. Only two teams are having 100% of points. And then we see Hungary, Peru, but they are having only 8 points. Then Georgia is playing, I apologize, Mongolia also has 10 points. It means that Mongolia has won all the matches so far. Georgia is playing Mongolia, Poland, China, Ukraine, Serbia, Vietnam, Azerbaijan, US, Switzerland, Germany, Italy. Many teams are having 8 points. Cuba, Kazakhstan, Bulgaria, Austria, France, Hungary B, Netherlands, Uzbekistan. Yes, definitely Georgia is being huge favorites of this match against Mongolia, but earlier Mongolia surprised US as well, and one other team as well. I don't remember at the moment. Yes, it is going to be very exciting, very interesting. If I'm not mistaken, today 3 p.m. Hungary time, uh, another round will be played, and I think players are having rest day tomorrow on Tuesday. Thank you very much, dear friends, for your attention. Please leave your comments, uh, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we will record more videos for you. Thank you.